a country so vast it could swallow up entire regions of Europe or the United States, yet nearly 99.7% of it remains uninhabited. What could make this land so eerily empty? Is it the freezing winters where temperatures drop to -40 degrees Fahrenheit, the endless deserts, or something even more surprising? In this video, we'll explore the reasons behind Mongolia's haunting emptiness, examining how its extreme climate, nomadic traditions, and the deadly Zud Winters shape the lives of its people. Get ready. Some of these answers might catch you off guard. Join us on Eagle Discovery to uncover the secrets of this fascinating land. Geography and population, vast yet sparsely populated. Mongolia, a landlocked country, is positioned between two major powers, China and Russia. Spanning an immense 1.5 million square kilometers, Mongolia is so large that it could comfortably fit Texas twice, with plenty of space left over. However, despite its vast territory, the population of this immense land is strikingly low, with only about 3.5 million inhabitants. To put that into perspective, Mongolia's population is fewer than the residents of Tokyo's bustling Shibuya district. This gives the country a population density of merely 2 people per square kilometer, placing it among the most sparsely populated regions on the planet, second only to Greenland. The question remains, why such a low population in such a huge space? The answer lies in the country's difficult living conditions. The harsh climate and terrain make it a challenging place to settle, with limited resources and the constant struggle for survival. The Zud Winters, a deadly force shaping the landscape. One of the most daunting and life-threatening phenomena in Mongolia is the Zud, a severe winter event that is notorious for wiping out large numbers of livestock. The Zud is characterized by extreme cold temperatures, blizzards, and thick ice that blankets the grasslands, making it nearly impossible for herders to provide sustenance for their animals. These brutal winters can result in devastating losses, sometimes claiming millions of animals in a single season. For instance, during the 2009 to 2010 winter, Mongolia lost an astounding 8 million livestock to the Zud. The impact of the Zud goes far beyond the loss of animals. It jeopardizes the livelihoods of many herders who depend on their livestock for survival. One herder described the heartbreak of losing 300 sheep in just 1 month due to freezing temperatures and a lack of food. The Zud acts as a constant reminder of the unpredictable dangers posed by the country's harsh winters, contributing to the reasons why Mongolia remains so sparsely populated. In such conditions, survival is an ongoing challenge, and many people are forced to leave or never settle in the first place. Urbanization, the growth of Ulaanbaatar. While many Mongolians continue to uphold their traditional nomadic lifestyle, a significant shift has been occurring in the country's demographics. Today, over half of Mongolia's population calls the capital city of Ulaanbaatar home. This marks a dramatic transformation as people from rural areas flock to the city for better access to jobs, education, and other opportunities. However, Ulaanbaatar, often known as the coldest capital city in the world, is grappling with a series of urban challenges. The city's rapid population growth has led to overcrowding, strained infrastructure, and severe air pollution, especially during the harsh winter months when coal-burning stoves are a primary heating source. The city's expansion has also been haphazard, with many informal settlements popping up without proper urban planning, which exacerbates its environmental and logistical problems. Despite these difficulties, Ulaanbaatar is a city of contrasts, where modern glass skyscrapers stand side by side with traditional yurts, the iconic portable homes that have been a staple of Mongolian life for centuries. Remarkably, tens of thousands of families still live in yurts, often in the city's outskirts, holding on to their cultural heritage while navigating the challenges of urban life. Permafrost and desertification, the land's relentless challenges. Mongolia's natural environment presents additional obstacles to development, notably the widespread presence of permafrost. Nearly two-thirds of the country's land is covered by permafrost, frozen soil that remains solid year-round. As the global climate warms, however, this permafrost is beginning to thaw, creating serious problems for construction and infrastructure projects. When the ground begins to melt unpredictably, it causes shifting, sinking, and cracking, which increases the cost of building and maintaining roads, buildings, and other structures. In addition to permafrost, desertification is another growing concern. The extensive grazing of goats, particularly for the production of Mongolia's prized cashmere, has led to the overuse of the land's grasslands. This overgrazing has contributed to soil erosion and the gradual transformation of fertile land into barren deserts. Vast stretches of once thriving grasslands are now turning into deserts, exacerbating food security issues and threatening the country's agricultural sustainability. These environmental challenges make the struggle for survival even more difficult, pushing Mongolia to find innovative solutions to protect its fragile ecosystems. The nomadic lifestyle, tradition meets technology. Despite the many challenges Mongolia faces, its nomadic lifestyle has remained a strong cultural pillar. For centuries, herders have followed time-honored migration routes, moving with the seasons to find grazing lands for their livestock. However, today's nomads are not simply living in the past. They are integrating modern technology into their traditional way of life. With over 90% of rural households having access to mobile internet, many herders now rely on cutting-edge tools to manage their herds more efficiently. Drones are being used to monitor livestock over vast distances, and mobile apps help herders track market prices, check weather updates, and even communicate with family members in the city. This blending of old traditions with new technologies has allowed Mongolian herders to adapt to a rapidly changing world. Yet, despite these technological advancements, the harsh conditions of the Zud Winters and the growing attraction of urban life are causing many young herders to leave the countryside for city living. This migration marks the decline of Mongolia's ancient nomadic lifestyle, a bittersweet reality for many families who cherish their way of life. Mongolia's changing landscape, from grasslands to deserts. The stunning grasslands of Mongolia, which have sustained generations of herders and wildlife, are undergoing a troubling transformation. Overgrazing, particularly by goats raised for cashmere production, is significantly contributing to desertification across the country. As demand for this luxurious fiber grows, herders have expanded their goat herds, often to unsustainable levels. The goats' grazing habits, pulling plants out by the roots, are leaving the soil barren, and the once lush grasslands are quickly turning into dust. Desertification is rapidly spreading, with more than 7,000 square kilometers of grasslands disappearing each year. This environmental shift not only threatens the country's ecosystem, but also the livelihoods of those who depend on the land. Families like the Batbays, who have witnessed the gradual decline of their pastures, are facing an increasingly dire future. As the land turns to desert, the connection between the people and the earth becomes more strained, forcing Mongolians to grapple with the difficult realities of preserving their heritage in a rapidly changing world. Mongolia's unique cuisine, a blend of tradition and innovation. Mongolia's culinary offerings are a reflection of its resilient, resourceful people and their unique connection to the land. The country's food culture is steeped in tradition, drawing from centuries of herding, hunting, and farming. One of the more distinctive foods is airag, fermented maize milk, which is often used to make a creamy, tangy ice cream known as horse milk ice cream. This delicacy, though unusual to many outsiders, plays an important role in Mongolia's dietary customs. In contrast, shorlog, a dish that features sheep eye juice, is traditionally believed to be a potent cure for hangovers. While these foods may seem odd at first glance, they are deeply rooted in Mongolian culture and serve as a link to the past. They showcase how the Mongolian people have used every part of the animal and their environment to thrive. turning simple ingredients into foods with rich, often surprising flavors. This mix of traditional preparation and innovative uses of ingredients reflects the adaptability and creativity of the Mongolian people. Winter festivals and spirituality, Mongolia's heartbeat. Mongolia's winter festivals are a vibrant testament to the resilience and rich cultural heritage of the nation. Despite the cold, the winter months in Mongolia come alive with a series of celebrations that bring together families, communities, and traditions. In Ulaanbaatar, the winter markets are filled with local crafts, yak wool clothing, and nourishing foods designed to help people endure the harsh season. The most important festival is Tsagan Sar, the Mongolian Lunar New Year, a time for deep-rooted family reunions, feasting, and honoring one's ancestors. During this holiday, the streets of Ulaanbaatar are filled with color and movement as parades, traditional dances, and performances celebrate the nation's vibrant history. This festival, along with others, highlights Mongolia's unique blend of spirituality and tradition, offering a glimpse into the country's enduring spirit. Even in the most frigid months, the warmth of Mongolian culture shines through, reminding people of the strength and unity that sustains them through the cold. Mongolia's spiritual beliefs, a deep connection to the land. Mongolia's spiritual beliefs are deeply rooted in its history and the natural world, with various religious practices influencing daily life. Buddhism, introduced to Mongolia in the 16th century, has become a cornerstone of the country's cultural identity. It shapes not only the art, architecture, and festivals of the country, but also the way Mongolians approach life's significant events. Temples and monasteries can be found across the country, and Buddhist rituals continue to play a key role in major life celebrations, such as births, marriages, and funerals. In addition to Buddhism, shamanism and Tengrism are also deeply embedded in Mongolian culture, particularly among those who continue the traditional nomadic way of life. Shamanism, with its belief in spirits that inhabit nature, mountains, rivers, and animals, emphasizes maintaining a harmonious relationship with the environment. Shamans, revered as spiritual leaders, perform rituals to ensure balance and well-being, often in response to challenges faced by the herders or their animals. Tengrism, an ancient religion centered on the worship of Tengri, the sky god, also reflects Mongolia's connection to the natural world. It teaches that everything in nature is interconnected, and it promotes a philosophy of living in harmony with both the land and the heavens. These spiritual practices are not just ceremonial. They form the foundation of Mongolian identity and offer a deep connection to the land. They remind the people of Mongolia's symbiotic relationship with nature, and they continue to guide and shape the values, customs, and way of life of the Mongolian people today. Mongolia's story is one of resilience and adaptation. While the nomadic lifestyle is fading, the spirit of the people endures. Through sustainable practices and a balance of tradition with technology, Mongolia is navigating the challenges of climate change and urbanization. Their story is a powerful reminder of innovation and survival in the face of adversity. If you enjoyed this journey through Mongolia, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing stories.